Hello everybody, I'm Katy Abson and I'm the Head of Children's Services at Involve, and I'm here with my colleague Kat, who's one of our care leaver navigators. And we're here today to talk about our care leaver service moving forwards. It's actually really relevant that we chose Moving Forwards to speak about this month, because November is National Care Leavers Month. And the themes for National Care Leavers Month this year are Rising as Me, Overcoming Challenges, Transforming and Finding Your Identity. And I hope that you'll see those themes reflected through the presentation about the service that we've been providing. So our Moving Forward service is designed to support young people aged between 16 and 25 who have been in the care of the local authority. This is the fourth year that we've been commissioned by the ICB to provide a service supporting care leavers. And in January 2025, this was expanded extensively from 2 areas in Kent to all the care leavers across both Kent and Medway. Our role is to partner with the local authority to ensure that we're complementing and expanding their offer to reach as many care leavers as we can. And we've done this through one-to-one engagement, focusing not only on their health and well-being, but also their interests, their aspirations, and providing support wherever needed to ensure that our care leavers in Kent and Medway can thrive. So 127 care leavers were supported through the service in 2024 to 2025. And thinking about overcoming challenges, 52% of those had a long-term health condition and disability that they were also challenged by. And we supported 20% of the young people we supported were from ethnic minority backgrounds. 4 of our navigators, like Kat, did this by providing a holistic approach to the service. So we focused on the core areas of the care leavers' lives: health support, simple things like registering with a GP that we may take for granted, and overcoming barriers to ensure that care leavers can attend their appointments. Focusing on mental health, helping to support them with what to do in a mental health crisis, making sure that ongoing they've got links into the community provisions and that they can access support groups. We look at the very basics of life, those social needs, housing situations, helping with housing applications, making sure that all their benefits are being claimed, managing bills and budgeting. And then aspirations for the future and goals, looking at how to access employment, education and training, maybe through starting with volunteering opportunities. Essentially, we navigate care leavers to access the local authority offer and ensure that they're aware of the care leavers covenant. One of the most exciting pieces of work that we did during the year was to ensure that our care leavers had a voice, not only within our service, but within the system, and to ensure that their lived experience added value. We did this in various different ways. So they've been involved in co-designing our leaflet, which they've made incredibly more relevant, and they were really proud of the way that it will attract more care leavers to our service. They also spoke. We had 2 care leavers who spoke at the Young Adults Mental Health Conference in 2024. Self-harm group in Medway, we spoke at that, and we were told that their input there added the greatest value. And also we attended the Care Leavers Summer event. These are just some of the things that we did. And while we were adding value to the system and to our service, also for those care leavers, it helped them to build their confidence and really transform themselves in terms of personal growth. So Kat's now going to tell us a little bit. Do you want me to do this? Yes. A little bit about some of the other elements of our service.
So I'm going to talk about what's usually classed as more of the fun part of our role, but actually it's really impactful for these young people, and it often breaks down the barriers with the services and also us as professionals. So we offer regular activities to our young people, which are co-designed by them to help them gain a peer support network and also do things that they wouldn't feel that they can do on their own, whether that's due to confidence or financial issues. With Christmas soon approaching, it's another time where it's highlighted they don't always have friends or family to celebrate with, so we can offer them a meal and hand out Christmas cards, which we just sometimes take for granted. After these activities, the young people provide us with feedback, so it's great for them and us just to see what they've enjoyed and to see what we can improve on. As you can see here, a lot of them are just having fun, trying something new and connecting with others. 83% of these care leavers felt better after attending an activity. They're doing these activities which often they didn't feel that they could do on their own. They find it hard to go out, and it gives them that chance to push themselves with the support of their care leaver navigator. And we also offer personal budgets to each individual care leaver. These are often under £100, but yet they make such a big impact. These are individual to each young person. Often they come to us and say, I want a gym membership or I want a boxing membership. But they're not always confident, or they have anxiety, so they can't go out. So we explore the different types of ways that we can get them to reach those goals, whether that's at-home gym equipment to start with. One of my young people was referred to me due to being isolated, struggling with his mental health and awaiting his asylum. He was struggling with his finances, so he come to me trying to find a way to feel like he was connected back to his community. When he was in Afghanistan, he used to play cricket quite often. However, once he was here, he had no belongings, he had no cricket equipment, and he was having to rely and borrow from others. When the cricket season was due to start, we managed to explore this. We went shopping, we bought him a helmet, we bought him shoes, we bought him bats, with people that actually knew what cricket equipment he needed, because I wasn't best at knowing anything about cricket. So once he was able to go to the start of the season with his own cricket equipment, he was no longer relying on other people. And he had confidence. He felt like he was part of the team. And it was so nice to hear that he felt like what the other people did. It was so normal for people just to turn up with their own cricket gear, and yet he didn't.
Thanks, Kat. And so we're really grateful to Victoria, who sadly can't be with us today, but she's one of our care leavers who offered to share her story and the impact that Moving Forward has had with us. So I'll hand over remotely to...
Before I was introduced to Moving Forwards, I was isolating myself and never leaving my house. I lacked socialisation and I felt lost and stuck. I lost hope in achieving my future aspirations. I felt hopeless due to the quality of my physical and mental health. I lacked a support network. After my PA closed me, it felt like I was alone with everything until I was allocated a care leavers navigator. My navigator supported me and helped me in various different areas. They became a main part of my support network. An example being helping me fill out my PIP claim form or setting small goals that we can both work together in achieving, like leaving the house even for a coffee with my navigator, or supporting me in completing the transport training, enabling me to take the public transport independently again, attending the monthly bowling and food sessions, the day trips to the zoo, the aqua park or the snow sports centre, enabling me to socialise with young adults and boost my confidence. My navigator is a go-to person who connects me with service providers. Accessing services can be very overwhelming, so having someone that can support you and take some of that pressure off is invaluable. My navigator at the beginning asked for any signs they should look out for when I am feeling overwhelmed or when I am feeling disengaged. I was also able to attend forums which showed that our voice matters. Overall, after all the support I received and all the groups I attended, I felt like myself again. I felt revitalized. I was back to being confident in myself and my abilities. I felt like I was no longer drowning in my own problems and that I could look at my future aspirations, reevaluate and work towards achieving them. I now leave my house on a daily basis and I am no longer afraid. I volunteer more than once a week and I am now looking for paid employment.
So I'm sure you'll agree that's a really powerful example of how Moving Forwards has supported one of our care leavers. And Victoria's also got her driving test this week, which will make a huge difference to her life. So we wish you all the best with that, Victoria. So I'm now going to hand over to Peter Heckel, who is the CEO at Salus. And Peter's going to talk to us a little bit about the future of care leaver support in Kent.